Hey guys, Grandpa Hermania here, bringing you yet another episode of Let's Play Ocarina of Time. So, on the last episode, we started this epic journey and we got our fairy. So on this episode, hopefully we can tackle a few more things. Alright, let's see. Great Deku Tree! I'm back!
O Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up C to listen well to her words of wisdom.
Alright, unfortunately, Mr. Deku Tree dude, I'm not going to be using up to talk to Navi because, you know, plainly put, she's annoying. Alright, so, right off the bat here, we are now inside the Deku Tree. It's our first dungeon of the game. Now, before I begin, I do want to thank you guys for showing me a lot of support on the pilot episode. It's kind of funny because your guys' reaction kind of hinged on how far this Let's Play would go, and luckily you guys gave it a really good response, for which I'm grateful for. So, you know, thank you guys for that. Alright, so, these guys are Deku Babas. If they actually, like, look at you and try to bite you, that means they're gonna drop, like, Deku seeds. However, if you, no. However, if they're just, like, standing up tall, kind of just staring at the sky, that means they're going to be dropping a stick at you. So, yeah. What we want to do is climb up these vines over here. And as we do that, just, yep, there we go. We can break the glass. Ah, jeez. Break the glass. Yeah, no. If we can cut down the grass and get hearts, rupees, whatever, as I previously covered. And did I really just do the same thing twice? Jeez. Alright, so, like, I went back and practiced all these, like, all these dungeons and whatever, just to make sure I had it down, because it's been a couple months, I'll admit, since I played. Like, I had no problems whatsoever going through this dungeon. And, apparently, I'm now having problems on screen. I'm sure many other Let's Players call it the Let's Play curse. Alright, so that was the dungeon map. Basically shows you where to go and whatnot. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. Because you're too much of an idiot to figure out that when you press A, it will open the door. Says Navi the fairy. Anyway, what you just want to do against these guys is hold your shield up and get over here. Really? Did that really just happen? Jeez. Fine. Yeah, so those are Deku. I think they're just called Deku people. I don't know. They're Deku something, at least. But yeah, so, like, you have to hold up your shield and deflect their seed, and then they get hit with their own medicine. Isn't that quite lovely? Alright, so basically, all he said was, if you jump off a cliff or, like, anything that's, like, you know, relatively high up, if you hold forward, you can roll and minimize damage, which is very, very useful in some later points of the game. Alright, so what we want to do is... Jeez, I hope I'm not going the wrong way. What we want to do is... They had to turn Link around, didn't they? Gosh. What you have to do is just go through this door, And we are now upon a different room. Gaspeth. And now, oh my gosh, what do we have to do? Oh no, our thing broke. Oh no. That's very, very, very unfortunate. Oh, woe is me. Oh, look, we climbed up through the vines. Awesome. Alright, so let's open this treasure chest. What could be inside? We got the fairy slingshot! Yes, it's as useful as it sounds manly. No, I'm kidding. It's actually pretty useful because it's basically, it's your bow and arrow for a kid. If you guys are familiar with the series, you know, bow and arrow's like in everything. And yeah, so we might want to go equip that actually really quickly. Equip it to my right C thing. And let's go up here. I don't actually remember this part. Let's open this, and we got a recovery heart. Okay, I guess that could be useful for really new players. Okay. Oh, darn it, I forgot. All right. So what we want to do here is just pull out yeah, we want to pull out the fairy slingshot and shoot at the ladder to let it come down. Because apparently, if you shoot it with a slingshot, you know, it's just gonna come crashing down. What do I know about physics, huh? Okay, roll into the wall. No. What we want to do now is head on back to these vines. They're actually, these are Skulltulas. And what we want to do is just shoot them all down. And there's actually another one up there that you can't target onto right away. So you actually have to go into first-person mode and get rid of them that way, and there we go. Although, with these Skulltulas, you don't really need to do that. You just kind of need to take care of one of them, because you could just literally climb around the other ones. They're very, very, like, passive beings. They don't really try to hurt Link too much, so they're not gonna, like, go for Link and be like, I wanna kill you! No, they're actually gonna, like, just kinda be like, yo, what's up, dude? You know, it's all good. Just don't bump into me. I don't like that. And I don't know why they sound like hippies, but they do. Alright, so what we want to do here is, you know, step on the switch and go platforming! Yes, I actually just made that bad pun. And, yes, you can actually jump over that, and, these Skulltulas kind of sort of try to hurt you. They'll just get in your way. They're more of a nuisance than they are, like, an enemy. Anyway, so this is another type of Skulltula. These are golden Skulltulas. They drop something called a, you know, they drop like an icon that represents that you've beaten a golden Skulltula. And they are actually rather important. They're collectible in the game, so that you can like, you know, cash in later. There's 100 of them in total. I'll go into more and more detail as, you know, we get to it. Which actually brings me to my next point. A lot of you guys have been asking in the comments of the previous video that, you know, is this going to be 100% run? You know, unfortunately, this will not be 100% run, just because getting all the heart pieces and a lot of stuff is very, very meticulous and tedious. So it's not really worth my while to, you know, 100% it, especially when it's been done so many times. Just like this Let's Play, like you guys said. So, you know, like, I just want to showcase this game in my way, but I don't want to showcase every little hidden secret, if that makes sense. I'm not going for 100% run. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. Alright, so what we have to do is just light up that thing. And can we burn you? Apparently not. We have to kill these guys. You just have to wait for them. Oh, okay. You have to wait for them to bear their butts at us, basically. So we have to wait for them to moon us before we can kill them, and we have to attack them twice. It's kind of funny too, because actually in my... What? Okay, fine. In my practice run of this, I'm like, wait, why aren't these guys dying in 2 hits? They should be dying in 2 hits. Because, I don't know, I just played Majora's Mask over the weekend, and unless I'm crazy, or, not the weekend, over the summer, so it's like, probably one of the most, recent Zelda games I played. So, you know, like, to me, it's like, wait, because I remember Link being able to like basically one-shot those Skulltulas and everything. But again, that might just be me going crazy. So I guess in the comments below you can just feel free to correct me. However, now that I said that, about 99 of you guys are going to correct me and be like, no, you noob! Don't you know anything about Zelda? God! Anyway, this is yet another gold Skulltula. Just go have at it. You know? Fish and chips and all that. Alright, so, first off, let's just set this on fire. That just lights the torch over there. And then just jump at that, and if you really need to, you can take out your sword, so when you do the jump attack, it, like, elongates your, excuse me! It elongates your, like, reach, but, that's not really necessary. Anyway, so once we've lit that, we put the torch on fire, and we go to the spider web over here, and there is a doorway. Now, I missed a treasure chest back there, but it's nothing too important. It's only a heart. So, alright, so we just want to wait for this guy, and then basically ambush him right as he comes out. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again if you spare me. I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. 23! Okay. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yes. Yes, you are. You're indeed a traitor. Alright, so, now that door is locked, you would expect it to be, you know, open since we killed that Deku thingy. But, no, you actually have to shoot that eye thing up there with the, fairy slingshot, and after you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Yeah, I bet you can drown in the water. Okay. Anyway, what you want to do is just go over here and then do what the annoying fairy said, and clearly missed a switch there. No. Come on, Link. Line up the shadow. Come on. You can do it, Link. It's okay. No! Jesus, Link! You clearly never heard of waiting. Man. Okay, there we go. There goes down the switch. So, this is time 2, but honestly, it's not too big of a deal. You could just... It's really... Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. More than likely, even if you just miss it, like I just did, it's not going to go over, like, too fast. It's not going to be over too fast, so it's like you die mid-transportation, I guess you could call it. So, you know, don't worry about that. Just don't be like, I'm going to walk, or, well, not walk, but don't be like, I'm going to take my time and pick my nose while I'm watching a video. No, because then obviously the time will run out. So, I mean, honestly, to be frank, I don't really understand why they even made that part timed. It's not very... I guess it's just to warm us up for future dungeons and stuff. Alright, so if you stand next to the block and press A while pressing the control stick toward the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says, because knowledge is power! No. Never again. Alright. So let's just push this block all the way to the end of this like indented floor. Climb it using the action command, because knowledge is power, and then go through this door. And now we are locked inside this door. How very, very sad. So now they give you like a plethora of Deku Babas, just in case you need to you know, if you need any sticks, but we don't really need any sticks. What you do is just light up all the, these thingies, these torches, and, just go through the door. Not too hard at all. So, I'm actually kind of ashamed to say this, but in my youth, I actually had a ton of trouble with this dungeon. I don't remember if I said it earlier in the video, but it actually took me, like, how could I possibly do that? I made it tilt on its side and killed it. Yeah, it took me a month to beat this dungeon, because I never knew about that cobweb thing, that you had to jump down and do it, but, okay, whatever. Alright, so what we want to do... Whoa! What the? Yeah, so these are like little Goma thingies, and go after them, and all you have to do is just slash at them, and come on, come on. Slash them, awesome. And oh, okay. I accidentally slashed the other one and I killed it, so that's pretty useful. So yeah, those, you just kind of have to go for the eye. What we do now is take the torch and burn some more cobwebs. This poor Skulltulas, they must be getting, like, really angry at us because we're just, like, destroying all their hard work and everything. Jeez. Alright. Let's just enter through here. Go through this little passageway. And if you notice, we're actually in a very familiar place. Yes, that's right. We're actually at the, basically, the room right under the hub of the dungeon. So, yeah. Let's just push this block all the way down. Come on, hurry up. Push it all the way down, down, down. And then, if you do that, a nice little jingle plays, letting us know we did right here. Except we didn't really need to do this, but why not, I guess. Right, so just kill them, and wow, I'm running dangerously low on health. And cut him down. And most people would assume, oh, I could just take the stick and, you know, take this torch. No, Link does not reach, because he is a shorty, and shorties are short, I guess. Alright, let me just open this to get the heart container, or recovery heart, I should say. Oh wow, I accidentally wasted a stick there. That's not fun in the slightest, now is it? Alright, so over here, what we do is just crouch, and we burn the spider web! Whee! Alright. And so that... oh, oops. So there's some more, recovery hearts here. Never mind, you don't have to dive. I thought you had to dive to get them. Alright, so, and now we are faced with the brothers, who that Deku tree, or that Deku, warned us about. Now, the order was... oh, god! Just, can I messed up. Jeez, I thought that was, like, the second one. But, fine, whatever. If you don't remember, the order is 2, 3, 1, except I accidentally messed up. Let's see, come on. Really? Okay, yeah, completely wrong. So, we have to reset that by getting it all wrong. Now we can get it right. Okay, cool. And go to this one. And awesome! Oh jeez, oh jeez. No, no, don't go back in! Good. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace, or the coup de grace, I'm sorry, to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie, sorry about that. No, he's not really sorry. Alright, so that opens up that door, and that's gonna do it for me, and I will see you guys next time on some more Let's Play Ocarina of Time.